start that recording and start that stream. Welcome to Telling Tales Thursday. We return to good old Pentiment. We are waking up on the day of judgment brought upon this poor town after the murder of a nobleman. We investigated one lead, that was more so us just trying to help out an old lady, but by doing so, and not using the rest of our time effectively, that is our only suspect that we have any evidence on. So, we might end up having to kill them, because we have no other evidence to show to the guy that's gonna be like, hey, who should I kill? Yeah. I tried to dig up some evidence on, Lord, what is it? No, Abbott? No. Brother Ferenc? Whatever his name is. And I learned some information, but I don't know if it'll be enough. Hello, Ursula! And Grip. Thank you, Ursula. Always providing lovely commentary. Is there anything else in my room? I think this is the same stuff as normal. All these books to read. Should clean this up. Really should. Not today. I got a murder to solve. Hello, Clara. Care to join us? Dinner! It's lunch, isn't it? Another time. Got other things to do. Do. Andreas. Okay. Alright. So, we did have more to do. I had to risk entering the library. Near the top of the library, I found a record of admissions of the nuns, of the notes, yada yada. Baron and the Nun. No, I wanted occult hands. Find a way into the library. After they're failing that, I can always inquire with the town doctor. We're in Stoltz on the north side of town. Yeah, I did that. Can't figure out what the connection between the astrological side and the elements are in Farron's side. Yeah, so if we go up and over. Making our way. We find if we can access the book now. I don't know if we can access the book, though. It's the problem. Or maybe we just need the star chart. Alright. All the way up. Through the Abbey. Look at this go. Absolutely speeding. Let's talk to Sabat about our whole dinner gathering. Okay, there's Prior Ferenc. Oh, he just leaves us out. Okay, so we can take this now. Now let him know the connection between the astrological symbols on the cipher and the elemental symbols on the Volvel. Ferenc's notes should be easy to decipher. So we use Z and C for the wheel. Okay. WS cursor. Oh boy. Okay. So, hold on. We use fire for these characters. Okay. Why do I can't go to the bottom half. Why is it not... Hello? There. Yeah, Twitch. I know I can control everything from there. What is the arrow? Or are they the same? Guess they're the same? I hope they're the same. Sure, I guess they're the same. I don't see anything else with that funny little curve on it. Crazy. That seems like it's distinct, though. It's a horseshoe with a curve. Why am I not seeing that anywhere? The bottom right thing looks like the closest to it. So that's what I'm gonna go with. Earth. We've got... Oop. Oop. And then it's... This doesn't have a symbol either. Like... It's not that, is it? No. Okay, well, let's do the ones you can do. Oh, maybe... Maybe the last one is wrong. Maybe we just don't have all the letters. Fire. Water is this. No, that's not it. Okay, well, how do I undo it? Oh, that's not how I do it. Okay. Hold on. I mean, I have to solve this puzzle. No way I'm not solving it. I'm a little confused as to what this is. This needs to be water. Gerard. Isn't the late brother Gerard? Yes, it can't be coincidence. Higerard, Higerard. Brother Gerard died sometime last year. How did this connect to him? Well, we know there's a soiled shovel and a disturbed grave. And I think that was the disturbed grave, was Gerard. sure Adok would know. It's not an anagram, huh? Let me think. Why his name? And why Higgerhard? Love my language options half the time are just like, well, it couldn't be the thing that I know. Let me think. Use his name for an abbreviation. It's a lot of letters for an abbreviation. A cipher inside of a cipher, perhaps. I don't know. Let me think. It's an abbreviation and a name. Gerard is a name. What is H-I? Adignota? No. Hinc le lacrimae? Oh my god. It's so much simpler. Hic aset. Here lies. Here lies Gerard. Gerard's grave. I wonder if it has something to do with the Baron's murder. I should ask him about the abbot for permission to exhume the grave as soon as possible. I don't think I'm gonna have a fucking period of time to do that, though. Right? This is gonna take too long. We saw that it was disturbed, didn't we? Brother Gerard's grave was disturbed recently. Ferenc must have buried something here. I need to dig up this grave if I want to know what he was up to. Who did we see? Father Granot's not gonna let me in. He hates me right now. Yeah, I don't remember who these people are. And I really don't want to screw this up on the day of the execution. So, excuse me when I look up. Otto Zimmerman. Okay, that's a townsperson. Benjamin Volkbert. Which one is Volkbert? I don't know if he would help me. I barely know this guy. Like, I have not talked to Volkbert at all. All his bio says, without reading anything else, you know, I don't want to spoil anything, but this should be available in the diary, so. He is a novice of Curacao, given odd jobs around the Abbey, known for his innocence and naivete. So, that could be helpful, if he's just like, oh, yeah, this is for good reasons. Oh, Otto dislikes the Abbey, though. Especially Father Gernot. I need to dig up this grave if I want to know what he was up to. But does he only dislike the new people? Does he only dislike Gernot, is the question. I don't know. I don't want to, I guess I don't want to implicate people from the Abbey. I've talked to Otto more. Alright, let's go talk to Otto. Not this way. Silly me. No, I don't think I will talk to Gernot. I think he would be very upsetty spaghetti. Man, there's bad honey whiskey. I got all of it. I'm don't have anything to mix it with. It's a tragedy. Really. Alright. Otto! Otto! Old Otto. Hello, old Otto. Not right now. Not right now, old man. As you like. Hi, Otto. No, I don't. There's no time. There's no time. Fucking Christ. But he might get in trouble. Maybe I could even tempt Otto Zimmerman into helping me. I guess I need to go and ask him. I can see if he'll even listen to me. I don't see him on the map, so I have no idea. That doesn't show Farrington Sabat on the map either, so. Perhaps there's hope for me. Yet. As long as he doesn't, because it means he's not asking me to lunch. I think the only one asking me to lunch would be Father Gurno. Good. Now I just need to find the mans. He's in the dormitory. Anybody home? No. Nobody's in the cloister, the church, refectory. Anybody in the courtyard? Dude, where the fuck is he? I need him! I'm literally gonna put a fucking poor woman to death. Aquarium. Infirmary. Okay. There's Florian. Nope. You won't talk to me either. Tonight. There you go. Upper Abbey. Alright, what about the Monastery of Aquarium? Whatever this is. Nope. Not in here. What the fuck? Was here the whole time? Been left by the bear before he died, but how? Great question. Wish I investigated that earlier in the time frame. It's a little late now. Hello, Gurno. Andreas. Interest you are abiding by my command to leave here on the rest of the monastics in peace. It was a difficult position. He hasn't been at the abbot long, and he's young. The elder monks don't respect him. Friend of the Prince Bishop murdered under the roof of his abbey. It doesn't look good. The abbot discovered my treachery. It will damage my reputation with him. I think the abbot would expel me, but the abbot could make my life very difficult for the rest of my time at Curacao. Maybe. I am satisfied I have the Baron's killer well in hand. And, if I'm not mistaken, truth is for the Archdeacon to uncover. A journeyman artist who's not even a part of this community. There's more at stake here than you understand, Andreas. Can't in good conscience let an innocent man face death while a murderer runs loose. That may be, but I can't in good conscience let an innocent man face death while a murderer runs loose. Which is why I've come to you with a request. And? Ferenc is Gernot's assistant. Suggesting Ferenc might have killed Lorenz might anger the abbot if the two are close. The brothers chose Gernot over Ferenc because they didn't find Ferenc trustworthy. Gernot might not either. I could keep Ferenc's name out of it entirely, but then my reasoning would sound rather vague. Oh, I fuck Ferenc, man. I'm gonna have to kill him or the widow. I'm gonna pick Ferenc. What does that have to do with the death of Baron Rothvogel? I suspect the weapon used to murder the Baron may be buried there. Baron Rothvogel was stabbed. We know the murder weapon used to kill him. Brother Piero was found holding it. He's gonna know. He's gonna know that I know things that I shouldn't if I say this. But I have to present the best case possible. Baron's stab wound was self-inflicted. He was killed by a blow to the head. How do you know this? I recall telling you to stay off Abbey grounds after the body was discovered. Lorien let me watch his investigation of Lawrence's wound against the abbot's wishes. It would be ungrateful of me to reveal his disobedience to the abbot. But what we learned might help convince the abbot that Piero couldn't have killed Lorenz. Shit. Am I gonna really throw Florian under the bus here? I think for the sake of the investigation, I might have to. I examined his body with blood of Florian. I see. So when I told you to stay away from the Abbey, that meant nothing to you. And you admit as much to my face. Fascinating. Brother Florian and I will discuss his role in this farce later. You seem to think I don't care who killed the Baron or whether Piero is the one who did it. I do. But I have a role to play here, and I can't be seen to undermine the authority of the Archdeacon in stepping outside of it. Do you take me for a fool? I will not let you exhume Brother Gerhard's body on a hunch. God damn it! I made Gernot too mad. Fuck me. What does it matter? He's nothing more than bones now. I'm sure he won't mind. He's a brother of this abbey, and he should be left in peace. Just as I would like to be. Leave now and do not pester me about this again. Permission to dig denied! I need to convince Brother Volkberg to help me dig up the grade. Or maybe Otto Zimmerman would be willing to help. He's not! He wants to ask me to lunch! And that's not good! I can't go to lunch because the fucking dude is coming in like an hour. Come on. Where is Volksberg? I need him. Animal pens, kitchen, and the cellar. Is he here? Wojslav, Lucas, factory, cloister. Alright, is he in the cellar? Come on. Sorry, Andres, I can't let you down there. Brother Gernot doesn't want anyone talking to Brother Piero before the Archdeacon arrives. Just a few minutes? I really shouldn't. damn it! Why is that a down? I need to talk to him. I'm sorry, I can't. I understand. I'm sorry. No, you're right. I'll leave it alone. God bless you, Andres. Hola. Okay, so I can't go down into the cellar. But, I mean... fucking... Folksman would be down there anyways. I will scour the entire goddamn map. That's what it takes. I can't even go in there. Where am I even supposed to go? Am I just fucked? Am I just too late? Is this the fate that I am destined to at this point? I would hope not. Just by the fire. Probably wasn't burned more than a day ago. A burned note. Exceptionally fine lettering. Okay. Dude, where is this guy? There's nowhere around. Church. Dormitory. He's not in the dormitory. I don't know, man. Is he in the sacristy? No, of course not. Why would he be in here? And let's back out the way we came. Dormitory is empty. In the tower. He's not in the tower. Is he in the basement? In the crypt, excuse me. No. Built when the Romans occupied. Yeah. Already been to the dormitory. He's not in here. Where is he? Oh my god. Where the fuck is he? Is he in town? He might be in town. On an errand or something. Hello, Sebas. Oh, you're not even gonna talk about it last night. Alright, fine. What about the refectory? Oh, here we go. Adolf Wolpert. Here we go. You need something. Father Abbott said I should help you if you needed it, so here I am. As a matter, I need your help with Brother Wolpert. Suspect there's something hidden in Gerard's grave. Do you think you could dig it up for me? Did you ask Father Gernot? I want to help, but I don't think I should unless he says it's alright. Wolpert is a kind man. He always wants to help, but he's also very credulous. Deceiving him would be easy, but... yeah, well, too bad. Abbott's a fucking bitch. I'm gonna live with myself here. I lost his head for the sake of my principles. Yes, it's definitely fine. Oh, that's good then. I don't like talking to the Abbot. He makes me nervous. A lot of responsibility makes him brusque. Me too. He's always on edge, and that puts me on edge. Yeah. He's very busy. Too busy for me, I think. I make him mad sometimes. Picking up the body will take a few hours, I think. Do you want to start now? Not quite yet. No! You need to start now, Andreas! Oh my god! Oh, well, we're fucked. We're fucked. He's gonna show up in the afternoon and then we're fucked. God damn it. I mean, I guess I can talk to Otto, but it's not gonna matter. Please just do it now. I don't think I have any other... I can't do anything at lunch. It's just talking to people. I tried talking to Lucky. It didn't do anything, though. I think I'm just fucked. I think that I just didn't get this thread done fast enough. Let's see our sister Matilda about this. I guess I can try talking to the sisters. She should be in the garden. Oh, Brother Ferenc, you are a bitch. I could just come at him with the fucking accusation, see what he says. Gertrude Matilda. God bless you, Master Mailer. May I ask you some questions, Sister Matilda? You know, Mother Cecilia doesn't like us talking to men unless it's truly necessary. This concerns the murder of the Baron. Yes, it's tragic, but what does it have to do with me? What did you have to leave Curacao to go to a hermitage? Or why did you have to leave Curacao to go to a hermitage? Baron Rothvogel had an appetite for young women. Neither his marital vows nor the vows of the women seemed to matter much to him. When I was on my way to town one day, he surprised me in the meadow and made his intense interest clear. Refused his advances, thought that would be the end of it. This was not enough, because he did the same thing the next day. I refused him again. Let her continue. I thought if I was patient, the problem would leave with him. I never thought that the Baron was capable of doing what he did. On the third day, he attacked me on my way through the meadow. He dragged me into the forest where he could have his... Whoa! Oh, no. I should badly scratch his neck. It saved my virtue, but it enraged him. He beat me until he was exhausted, and he left me there in the woods. It's a miracle you weren't killed. Yes, and I thank God for it. Mother Cecilia had me removed from Curacao for my safety until I could recover. The wounds to my body have healed, but the attack has left a lasting injury in my mind. These are the same answer! And this is not how you fucking respond to this! Holy shit, Andreas! I'll finish my broccoli. This is so bad. I have to say, this sounds like a strong motive to kill the Baron. I was angry. I was filled with hate, yes, but it's been years. Sorry. Mother Cecilia and Father Thomas helped me move past the anger, to find love in this community. Father Thomas? Yes, Father Thomas is our confessor. We can talk to Mother Cecilia about our problems, but only a priest can hear our confessions. Thank you for your time, sister. God bless you, Master Mailer. Okay. Told me the Baron attacked her during her last visit. Her injuries were so severe that Mother Cecilia had her removed to a hermitage to avoid a scandal. She denied being responsible for the Baron's death. Yeah, no fucking shit. I don't want to throw her under the fucking chopping block either. The only person that I have any interest in throwing under the chopping block is Brother Ferenc, and he is fucking... I can't dig up the clues for him, so I might just have to confront him with the facts that I have scrounged up, which still isn't much. Like, I need to see what's in that grave, but I literally do not have the time to do so. Widow's Curse. Yeah. So, we have the Widow, and we have Matilda. And we also have Lucky, but we don't know enough about Lucky to follow that anywhere. Oh, fucker. God bless you. Cat! What do you want? You want me to pet you? Want me to pet you, kitty? I'll pet you. There you go, get your scritches. Good kitty. These folks don't have nothing to say. Nothing to say. We could talk to Celia, why not? Not gonna trigger lunch yet. God bless you, Andreas. God bless you, Mother Cecilia. Is there something I can help you with? I need to talk to you about Sister Matilda. Matilda told me. Of course. What happened to Sister Matilda was tragic. Lorenz, the Baron, tried to seduce Sister Matilda. She rebuked him several times. So one morning he attacked her in the meadow on her way to town. He dragged her into the woods. Sister Matilda is a strong woman, but her resistance was met with violence. When pilgrims to the shrine found her, she had been beaten so badly she could barely move. I am assuming the Baron didn't suffer any consequences for this attack. No, I knew he wouldn't. I also knew that bringing the attack to the attention of Father Matthias would put him in an impossible position. The Baron would suffer no consequences, but the abbot would have refused his continued patronage. I concealed the assailant's identity from Father Abbot, and had Sister Matilda taken to a hermitage near Mittenwald. She stayed there under the cares of sisters until she recovered and could return. I don't think the abbot would have taken the action against the Baron. You really don't think the abbot would have taken the action against the Baron? No. I'm positive that he would have. In doing so, he would have jeopardized the existence of this community. Try to understand how hard it is for my kind to believe that any man, especially a nobleman, could be held accountable. I'm not proud of what I did, Andreas, but what's done is done. And how did Sister Matilda feel about seeing the Baron again in Curacao? Andreas, if you want me to tell you that I think Sister Matilda killed the Baron, I won't. Seeing him was hard for her, of course. She defended her virtue from the Baron, but her injuries were severe. Her body recovered in time. Her mind, I don't know if it ever will. She still fights him, in her dreams. She wakes in the night screaming, soaked in her own sweat. So it affected her, yes. It still affects her. That doesn't mean she wanted to kill the Baron. It certainly doesn't mean she actually did. Sister Matilda is a faithful servant and friend of Christ. I believe that truly, Andreas. She is respected and loved by this community for good reason. Why would he know? Oh, because they go to town together, right? I think Brother Woodslav knew the Baron attacked her. He cautioned me against bringing her up with the Archdeacon. No, he didn't know. Perhaps it will come to light now that the Baron has been murdered, but she didn't tell him before. I see. Do not mention Sister Matilda to the Archdeacon, Andreas. I do not believe she could have done this. Of course. God bless you, Andreas. Yeah, but what about you? You could have murdered him out of revenge for Matilda. I'm just saying. It's possible. Alright, Woldslav, are you around here? Did I see you in the... Not here. No, not here. Refectory, Sabbat Church. Not here. Kitchen? Are you in the kitchen? No, I can't even talk to you about it. Mother Cecilia acknowledged that Sister Matilda was the nun who Lawrence referred to her in the last visit. He tried to seduce her. When she rejected his advances, he beat her. Mother Cecilia had her taken to a hermitage to recover and avoid a scandal. I need to decide what to do with this information. Yes, you do. I think you should do nothing with it because I don't think she would have done it. I think she is... Being a nun is a lot of commitment. I don't know, I just don't buy it. And the only other lead I have is Lucky. But he's probably gonna ask me about lunch. And if he asks me about lunch, then I can't fucking pursue that lead at all. Now I have two suspects that I have enough information to say, you know, they had a motive. But, like, I don't want either of them to die. This is fucked up, man. This is fucked up. Can I go to the guest house? Is anybody in here? Ooh! Fürsten! Oh my god! I love him! Fürsten. Fürsten. I think that's how you say it. Pet 5 animals! Hell yes! Okay, I can't even talk to her. What's this? What's this? A letter to the Baron from Prior Ferenc. Oh my god, we keep getting all these clues! My god, Lawrence was blackmailing Ferenc to get him to perform some kind of occult ritual. It's one thing to read books on magic, but few are foolish enough to attempt to actually practice what's written in them. Some of the substances used in these rituals are dangerous, even lethal, and God forbid someone in the Inquisition finds out about it. Okay. Found a letter in the Baron's belongings. It was from Prior Ferenc. In it, Ferenc said he would not perform a ritual for the Baron, even if the Baron threatened to turn him in to the Inquisitors in Innsbruck. Interesting. Well, while we're here, we may as well talk to the lady. Oh, Master Mailer, would you care to share dinner at my table? I would like to talk to you about my late husband. We have other engagements. I understand. Some other time, perhaps. Having a meal with her would be helpful. I guess they did just call lunch dinner back then. That was the thing, and then they called dinner supper. I think I have to talk to Ferenc. This is the only way I'm getting any closure on this. Where he comes out. I wish I knew what was in the grave, but... not enough. Unless I can get him to confess here with the knowledge I have on hand. Andreas, may I help you with anything? I came across an interesting letter from you addressed to the late Baron Rothvogel. What? Where did you get that? You know, you shouldn't leave this type of thing lying around. An unscrupulous person might use it for devious ends. Because this doesn't look good. It is not as it looks. He meant to coerce me into performing a ritual to help him with a condition. But I refused, as the letter makes abundantly clear. The line between one who knows such rituals and one who practices them is thin as a spider's thread, Prior. Some would say it's only a matter of time before the temptation became too much. Do not question my devotion to the Lord, Master Mailer. I am the Prior of the Curacao Scriptorium, one of the few of its kind left in Christendom. Modest though the Abbey may be, our library contains works on subjects rarely found beyond its walls. Certainly not all in the same place. For men of certain academic interests, it is perhaps the only place we may meet and discuss them. I've always thought it's a perfectly reasonable area of study, so long as you avoid certain subjects. It's a rich area for scholarly insight. Baron's interest was more than academic. When he wished to make it practical, I refused. There is nothing more to it. I see. Now, is that all? I have duties I really should attend to. I had a few more questions, if you don't mind. Be quick about it. I found a strange note in your fireplace. It was written in an unusually fine hand. Found others around Tasing with the same hand that seemed to have appeared out of nowhere. What are you doing in my home? I called out your name and thought I heard a scream inside. I feared you were being gruesomely murdered, so I let myself in. Well, next time, don't. Let Prior Ferenc be killed. Alright, I'll try and remember that. You impossible. Ugh! Any person of manners knows better than to go snooping through others' things. I have nothing to hide. Then why burn the note? What was left was difficult to read, but I could make out the red bird martins. It was a strange little thing I found on my desk after waking up for matins. It meant nothing to me. It wasn't there when you went to sleep? Not that I noticed, but again, Andreas, it was small, I could have easily overlooked it. Surely it's just a loose scrap, but the hand was handsome, you are correct. Unlike anything penned by the brothers in the scriptorium, to be certain. How unsettling. Who has access to your home? Everyone at this abbey. But what does it matter to you? It was just a scrap of paper. I already told the abbot about it, so... I found a similar note in the Baron's effects while Brother Florian was performing his initial examination. But the abbot ordered you away from the abbey. Andreas, your cavalier attitude towards Father Garneau's commands. But don't you find the coincidence strange? No. We operate a scriptorium, Master Mailer, and a house perhaps the largest library in Bavaria. We are awash in parchment scraps. They multiply like silverfish between the pages of our books. Are you satisfied now? Do you remember what the note said? No. Only that I found the contents nonsensical and disturbing. The remaining legible part said, "The Red Bird." You don't know what that could be. A scrap from some bestiary? I couldn't say. My eyes watch the heavens, not the trees. Although, you do not see many red birds at this altitude. A common robin, perhaps, or a swallow. But that doesn't matter. I'm telling you, it was nonsense. I suppose that'll have to do. Thank you. Excellent. Are we done here? I'll leave you in peace. Be well, Fire Ferric. Be well, Master Mailer. But what if I wasn't? Damn it! Well, that's that fucking thread done. If there is the rare chance I can brush off the fucking Inquisitor for an evening of digging up a body, then I'll do it. But I sincerely doubt that that is the case. Can I at least let Florian know that I am going to... I ratted on him? No. Alright, well, he's gonna have to reap the consequences. Sorry, buddy. I really thought I could get this fucking grave digging done in a timely fashion, but alas. Yeah, okay. Know that. This is the same thing. Cold hands. North side of town. We didn't need to do that. We can... Did that. Widow's Curse, Stoneman's Nason's Anger. Yeah, it's really just lucky. I can see if I can talk to him, but that's about it. We're pretty much done here. Can you talk to Thomas? Oh, can't talk to him. Let's see if Lucky's up for conversating, or if he's just gonna have lunch with us. If he's just gonna have lunch with us, I'd rather have lunch with the lady. Hey, yo, Lucky! He just says hello. Okay. And you are going to ask us for a meal. You're not even going to ask us that. You don't even want us to have a meal together. I see. Hello! Your plans, Grit would like to have you at our table. Till then. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna have lunch with the lady. Because that is the last possible thread with leads. Say? Morris, the statue looks ancient. I think it's a mill. Oh, this is where Paul comes from. Staub! Nice little puppy. Good dog. Good doggy! Morning. Ah, forgive me, I've forgotten your name. Andreas Mailer, master artist. Oh, a master at such a young age. It's impressive. Well, I'll admit, I'm not quite a master yet. Still finishing my masterpiece. What is that like? Fulfilling a dream. Ah, I wish I could dream. You can. You have a right, just like everyone. To do what? I have my family to care for. Laneheart, Paul, my sweet angel. Then the mill. Oh, I apologize. We didn't even get properly introduced. You must be Elsa Murin. Yes, that's me. I heard Clara and Ava had an artist boarding with them. That must be very exciting. They seem to enjoy having someone new in the home. Perhaps Ava more than Clara, Oh, I only meant living on a farm among the townspeople. Isn't it very lively? Only when Peter starts raving about the miller's toll. Oh dear. Ursula brings some joy to the household, though. Such a lovely little girl. I pray the Lord may someday bless us with a daughter. Elsa! Have you finished with your gabble? There's work that needs doing! Oh no. I'm sorry. I have to get to my labors. Of course. I apologize if I bothered you. Until later, Mistress Miller. Until then. Paul! Hello? Paul, right? I don't think we've talked before. I'm Andreas. I'm staying with the Gertners. Oh, but you're not a farmer. Why are you living with the farmers? They're letting me board with them while I work in the Abbey Scriptorium. You're a monk? I'm an artist. Oh, like you do drawings? Drawing, painting, calligraphy. If it goes in a book, I can put it there. Oh, is that... How do you get money? What? The Abbey pays me, of course. Art is a job, just like being a miller is a job, but it's also a calling. My dad says drawing's stupid. It's not worth anything. Your dad's wrong. Not where he can hear. Sorry. Yeah, you're gonna say it out loud anyways? Do you like to draw, Paul? Yes. More than anything, but I have to do it where Dad can't see. He gets mad. My dad doesn't like some of the things I do either. That's why I don't tell him. Can I tell you a secret? Whoa! I got an achievement for encouraging Paul to draw. Good influence. Hell yeah. Nothing on this earth would please me more, young Master Muller. Sometimes I draw on the ruins, in the meadows, where Dad can't see. The Romans would have been honored. They love defacing monuments. I don't know what that means. Don't worry about it. What do you draw? Cats, Mom, I don't know, stuff. Probably shouldn't be talking to you. Dad won't like it. You're probably right. I'll go. Till later, Paul. And hey, keep drawing, alright? I will. Bye! I'm a good influence, gamers! Let's go! Morning. You're the Gertner's boarder, aren't you? How could you tell? You don't smell like sheep. But I don't like the Gertners. They're farmers. You expect them to act like kings? A little dignity wouldn't hurt them. They bleat like sheep when times get hard. Only Ava's got a backbone. How is she, by the way? Damn, everybody just wants some of Ava! What the fuck? She's fine. Why? I'm only curious. She used to bring her barley to me. Peter insists on delivering it now. A shame. She'd shown some curiosity about the mill. I'd hoped to foster that. It is a handsome mill. She's the only windmill in Bavaria. Did you know? Constructed in exacting detail from Dutch specifications. The gem of the Alps, and none of the incurious dolts here can appreciate it. Except you. I suspect they have more urgent matters on their minds. I should be going. Until later. Till later, Mueller. Oh, so this is who's done the drawings. That's great. I love that. Good for him. Alright. Well, I don't think I have a better option here. So, off to the lady I go. Let's see if we can glean a smidgen of more intel before the day is out. Oh, Master Mailer, would you care to share dinner at my table? I would like to talk to you about my late husband. My Lady Rothvogel, I would be honored to break bread with you. Thank you. Please sit. Bless us, O Lord, in these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ, our Lord. Amen. Amen. Here's that rich folk meal. I find myself rather out of place here without the comfort of the Baron. Thank you for agreeing to share a meal with me, Master Mailer. Of course. The honor's all mine. I must admit, I'm surprised you wish to speak with me. Lorenz did not make friends easily. He was a strong-headed man with staunch beliefs he didn't shrink to share. We gotta... What is frumenty? That sounds fucking fancy. Alright, well, let's start with the quail, though. Come on. When I was told he'd found some manner of friendship with an artist, well, I was curious. It comforts me to know he found fellowship here at this most unusual abbey. Not that there is much comfort to be found in these cold and dreary alpine towns. Lorenz and I had meant to take a tour of them before returning home to Worms, but... well, return we shall. But not as you'd hoped. No, certainly not. It is only by Christ's grace that I will see this through. Though Lorenz has given me a fair share of troubles in the years of our marriage, I never would have wished such an end for him, for anyone. I pray his immortal soul has found the peace in death that so eluded him in life. Are you married yourself, Master Mailer? A woman waits for me in Nuremberg. When I finish my work here, I will be wed. Do you not look forward to the responsibilities of marriage, Master Mailer? Perhaps it's no surprise you and Lorenz became fast friends. I imagine he saw something of himself in you. Rarely have I met someone with such a depth of knowledge and a thirst for debate. His thirsts were not limited to his scholarly pursuits, regrettably. His lust for drink and women once afflicted him with great remorse, though such shame faded with time. Lorenz was a flawed man. His various infidelities were no secret to me, but are we not all flawed before Christ? Emmental cheese and wheat bread. Ooh. I loved him as a wife should properly love her husband, but I would not say we were friends. I only hope his appetites were not what led to his end. I've been searching for the answer to that question myself. Were you and Loren so close that you would trouble yourself so? I merely wish to see justice served, my lady. My mentor, Brother Piero, was found with the Baron's body, but I do not believe he killed your husband. If not him, then who? There are many possibilities, both here at the Abbey and in town. Your husband managed to cultivate many enemies in his short time here. That does sound like Lorenz. He was a man of many opinions, and he gave them freely to all who would listen, and some who would not. The previous abbot, Father Matthias, seemed to appreciate that about him. This new abbot is perhaps more conservative. Father Matthias was an open-minded man, from all I've heard, a true scholar. Father Granot doesn't share Matthias's passion for the written word, yet endures the expense of it. To be put in such a position would make any man unhappy. I understand. I wonder what he'll make of Lorenz's gift to the Abbey. I gotta ask, I guess. What gift was this? It seemed to be a little thing, of most interest, more interest and value to my husband and former abbot than Father Gernot. Get that Frumanti, whatever that is. He had found a book about the history of tasting. He believed it contained some scandalous details. He said it corroborated fears Father Matthias had expressed, but he didn't share the particulars with me.
Sup, bro?
What's up, Brad? What's blumping? It's going good. I'm playing Pentiment right now on stream.
I don't even know what that is. What is that?
It is a medieval, choice-based, narrative adventure, I guess I would say.
Oh my god, just like Dark Souls.
Yeah, exactly. Dark Souls is my favorite visual novel.
God.
But it's pretty good. This is something I think that good, fun history teachers will be employing in their classes if they
Is it inappropriate for school children?
Like I would say like maybe push it up to high school. Like middle schoolers might be a little bit too immature for some of the sexual themes in it, but it's not gratuitous. It's all drawn in like the classic medieval like the hand drawn illustrations in the books kind of style of the time. So it has a really nice like aesthetic to it. It's all
It looks nice.
yeah. I think it's like rated probably maybe T because they're like we're solving a murder. So I don't know, but I don't know. It's showing like there's a specific portion in each day where you sit down to have lunch with people, and it shows like accurate meals for the time period and like what different levels of socioeconomic status would be having at their table to share with you, and a bunch of other stuff about like the being accurate to the time period or whatever, which is interesting. And it's a fun murder mystery. Do you have a sense? Do you have the sense of what the scandals involved? Beyond the broad basket of Tasting's history, I cannot say. My understanding is that this community is quite old. I'm sorry I can't be of more help. I have some education, but I lack my husband's thirst for knowledge. If you do find the book, hopefully its significance will be apparent. I'll just nod.
If God wills it.
If God wills it. We are an artist that is turning into a detective so that we can save our mentor's neck, because currently he is the one who is being framed for the murder. So we're playing Clue and going around town solving mysteries.
Did do it.
Huh? There's
no
no way he did. There's no way he did it. He's like a fucking 80-plus-year-old man in medieval times, like a fucking heavy breeze would knock him over. He had no ability to overcome a lively and young nobleman with a knife. And we also, from the autopsy, figured out that the knife couldn't have been what caused the death. He fell on the knife, and then Piero just happened to pick it up. Like, we found there was a head wound that definitely did the job. I don't know.
Will you be returning home to Worms Armageddon soon? What kind of a question is that?
That's where she lives, Worms Armageddon.
Oh my gosh.
Will you be returning home to Worms soon? Perhaps in a few days. I wait on the arrival of the Archdeacon. When his investigation is complete, I will go. Though
Maybe
the circumstances of my time here are dire, I'm in no hurry to return. Why is that, if I may ask? I shouldn't. I see a glimmer now of what Lorenz saw in you. You are a disarming man, Master Mailer, and much too easy to talk to. To be frank, I do not know what will become of me when I return to Worms. My title and residence may be in jeopardy. Lorenz and I have a son, but he is young yet. I don't know many of the legalities, only that my position is at some risk. Ah, but see, I studied the law, so I can help you out. Let's see. Would you like me to elucidate them for you? I studied imperial law at Erfurt. Ah, thank you, but no. I fear it will only heighten my unease.
Should have picked I suspect you'll survive just fine.
Oh, okay. just don't even offer my services to a noblewoman and possibly make bank from that law degree that I'm throwing away to become an artist.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to cut our conversation short, but I fear I must rest. Of course, you've had a long day. With many, many yet to come, I fear. Be well, Master Mailer. And whatever anyone says of my husband, I'm certain he appreciated your friendship. Alright. Here we are at Nuns. Need to go to the chapter house to meet with the Archdeacon. But what if I dug up a body first? What if I did that?
Well...
It's important to the investigation, Brad. I need to do this, alright? This is the last lead.
Maybe this is one of those stories where it's like, oh, you were an unreliable narrator the whole time and you're the murderer.
No, it's actually, like, the opposite, where, like, we're following our character this whole time. There's no way we could have done it. But, like, all of the...
Or we were following him.
He was murdered while we were following. It happened while we were playing. But all of the suspects, like, they all have motives if you dig into them far enough, but they also have alibis, and they have reasons that, like, would make it probable that they didn't do it. It's basically, you have no definitive way of determining who actually did it. So you just have to gather as much evidence as you can, and then make a judgment call, which I think is what is about to happen unless I'm able to blow off the Archdeacon, which is probably not a great idea in the grand scheme of things, but if I can... There's one person that I really want to fucking, like, just get to the end of their mystery and see if they have anything else that is, like, incriminating against them. Because I kind of want to say it's them. The other two people I have evidence on, one is, again, too old to have done it, and the other one, got raped by the guy that was murdered, so really don't want to throw them under the axe. Oh, thank God. No! Help me dig up this grave, you asshole! Fuck!
Come on, Volkbert.
He was the one who would help me, but it's too late. We're gonna have to go through with this based on the evidence we have. God damn it.
Is this the end?
This is the end of this chapter.
And you don't know who did it?
I have my suspicions, but I don't think I'll have enough evidence to make the Archdeacon believe it, so that means I'll have to throw it onto somebody else, and I don't want to do that, but...
Sad. Just reload your save.
I can't do that. There's auto-saving and no no save, like, slots or whatever. Where am I? Okay, I'm just running around. I need to see where I need to go. In the chapter house. Okay. Let's go to the chapter house. Actually, let's see what the fuck are all these people doing here? Why is everyone here? Ulrich, why are you here? Nope. Okay, I need to go in here. Is everybody just gonna say hi? Yeah, everybody's just gonna say hi. Great. Okay. Let's just go in the chapter house. Here we are. Oh boy. Oh boy. Andreas. Father Gurneau. Master Mailer, if you think I am unaware of your actions around this abbey in the past few days, you are mistaken. Oh! I know that you visited the widow Campiran and convinced her to question the legal status of her lease.
Gernot is so guilty. I mean, his name is already practically guilty.
So what if I did? You're trying to trick her. I don't need to trick her. I am the abbot of Kirsau. I was elected to this holy position by my brothers. I was invested with the power to rule this land by the lance of the emperor, whose own right is derived from God himself. So forgive me if I do not respect the legal posturings of a failed university student. It doesn't matter if you don't respect me. What you're doing is illegal. You don't decide that, and if you're to interfere again, you will pay for it.
Maybe you should just kill this guy.
For all your meddling. I can't. I don't have any evidence against him.
No, I didn't say you need evidence. I said kill him.
I can't. What? So I get put under the axe for murder?
Well, nobody will know that you did it.
How is that? Yeah, I'll just. What do you? I'll make a completely unsolvable crime. Yes, they literally showed other people in the room.
Oh, dang.
Now then, for all your meddling, you will not be welcome in Kirsau after your commission is completed. I apologize. I was only trying to help Brother Piero. It is too late for apologies. Your days of interfering in the daily life of this abbey will end. It was not my intent to interfere, Father Abbot. I'll leave you to the Archdeacon now. Try not to perjure yourself. God save you, Andreas Mailer. Okay, bye. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Please state your name for our records. Journeyman artist. Recently Venice. Andreas Mailer, troublemaker. I don't really see what the point of me saying I'm from Rome is, or from Venice is. Sure, why not though? Andreas Mailer, artist, recently of Venice.
Troublemaker.
Really? What brought you all the way to Upper Bavaria? I'm heading back to Nuremberg to finish my apprenticeship and open a workshop. It's the end of my Wanderjahr. Very well. Thank you. Arnold, please write that down. I think we're ready to begin. Of course, Your Reverence. Now then, Master Mailer, what was your relations to Lorenz, the Baron Rothvogel?
Never heard of him.
I only knew him for a day, but we were on friendly terms. Do you feel you had a sense of him as a person? Yes, Your Reverence. How would you characterize him? Nobleman. for all the good and ill that goes along with that title. Do you have a problem with that nobility, Master Mailer? Is this germane to the investigation, Your Reverence? Do I want to flex my law knowledge on him right now? I'll just play coy for now. Of course not, Your Reverence, but even noblemen may be tempted to abuse their power.
I have a problem with, what was his name? Gertrude?
Gurno?
Yeah, him.
Yeah, don't we all? I understand your meaning, yes. Do you know of anyone who had reason to harm the Baron? I can think of a few people, Your Reverence. Good. That might help us solve this problem that faces us. The Baron Rothvogel was murdered here, in this very room. Someone did it. Father Gurno believes it was one of his monks, Brother Piero. I have met with Brother Piero and questioned him at length. While it seems unlikely that a man of his age and temperament could murder the Baron, he was discovered in flagrante delicto. Oh, now I can be a real asshole. You know what? Let's do it. Let's fucking flex on him. Technically, he discovered the corpus delicti, but was not caught in flagrante delicto.
Do you know what that means?
It means that he discovered... I'm going to assume that it means that he discovered the corpse immediately around the murder, but he was not caught in the act.
He was not caught in the act.
Yeah.
Right.
He was not even caught in the act of murdering. He was caught at the site of the murder. Master Mailer, I am not interested in your clarifications, technical or otherwise, on matters of Latin or law. If you wish to advocate on behalf of Brother Piero, I suggest shutting your mouth until I ask you a question. Well, alright, maybe we don't flex anymore.
He did ask you a question.
Yeah. Well,
he asked you one earlier and he never asked you to shut up, so...
Well, okay, but this wasn't in response to his question. I had the option to say nothing because he was just saying he was caught in the act. He was caught in the act. And then I was like, actually...
He wasn't caught.
Piero had reasons to resent the Baron, the loss of his work, the insistence on discussing the writings of the troublemaker from Wittenberg. And as for his age and infirmity, I myself have read of many cases in which a man of modest strength succumbs to the temptations of the devil. Once seized by a devilish fever, the poor sinner gains an infernal power that allows him to inflict grievous wounds, sometimes fatal. What I am saying is that in spite of the curious circumstances, Brother Piero is the most plausible perpetrator of the most vile act. I understand that you are on friendly terms with Brother Piero. You are also interacted with the Baron on both... You also interacted with the Baron both in the town and the Abbey. Did you witness anything that suggests someone else could have murdered Baron Rothvogel?
I'm gonna hop off. Good luck with your investigation. I hope you're correct.
I don't think there is ever confirmation of whether you're correct or not. I think you just pick one and you have to live with the consequence of your actions being they're murdering someone based on your call-outs. So, yeah. Alright, well, see you around.
I don't see the correct option here, which is Gurno, so make sure you implicate him at some point.
Okay, will do.
Peace out.
Alright, peace out. The Abbey's prior, Ferenc, was behaving suspiciously the day of the Baron's arrival. He may have had some motive. That is an extraordinary claim, Andreas. The Abbot speaks highly of the prior, and he oversees both your and Brother Piero's work, does he not? Yes, Your Reverence. And extraordinary claims requires extraordinary evidence for me to take it seriously. Why should I take the word of an artist over a respected officer of this abbey? I can provide evidence of Prior Ferenc's motive. please do so. Let's see. On the day that Baron... I secretly observed Prior Ferenc in the scriptorium. Baron Rothvogel and Prior Ferenc were exchanging letters about performing a magical ritual during the Baron's visit. Yeah, I think this is going to be the most damning for Ferenc. Baron Rothvogel and Prior Ferenc were exchanging letters about performing a magical ritual during the Baron's visit. You have proof of this. I have a letter that the Prior wrote to the Baron. In it, the Prior mentions that he will not perform a ritual for the Baron, even if the Baron does follow through on a threat to implicate him to Inquisitors in Innsbruck. An implication of necromancy is a serious matter. The Prior's position would have been in peril, possibly even his life. And how do you believe Prior Ferenc would have killed the Baron? I pray you will not say it was a magical ritual. Yeah, we don't have a murder weapon. It would have been in the grave if we could have gone to it. I am not certain, Your Reverence. Ah, a troublesome wrinkle. Is there anything else to say about the Prior? On the day that the Baron arrived, I secretly observed Prior Ferenc in the scriptorium. Was this an intentionally covert observation? No, I was working alone and had dropped something on the floor. The Prior did not know I was there. Very well. Continue. He wrote a note, a cipher, in a book. It was associated with a Volvel that he used to encode something in it. Yes? What had he encoded? I am not certain. I know what it was! I literally decoded it! Fuck off! Oh my god. Game, you are throwing me under the bus here. God. I am not certain, but it is very suspicious. Master Mailer, could you please confine your remarks to information that leads somewhere useful? Now, do you have any other evidence against the Prior? No, Your Reverence. Very well. Who else may have wanted to see the Baron dead? Oh, Jesus. Why would this matter? I'm not bringing this up here. I mean... Marin, I guess? Yes, his name has come up in my inquiries. My understanding is that he absconded with some of the Baron's valuables. Arnold? Yes, Your Reverence. A silver ring, a gold ring, 12 gulden, 10 groschen, and a book intended as a gift for the Abbey. Thank you. It is my understanding that this boy was known as a thief, but also as a coward. And that the theft was from the Abbey's guest house, after the Baron had already left it. Very well, Your Reverence. I am not treating him as a serious suspect for the Baron's murder at this time. Who else may have wanted to see the Baron dead? I don't want to implicate the rape victim or the fucking old lady. But if I don't implicate anyone else, Piero's just gonna fucking get it. Like, they need a murder weapon. There's no way that this is gonna go to Ferenc without a murder weapon. Oh, God. But... No. But I also don't know when else I'm going to be able to bring this up. Maybe I do have to do this now. Your Reverence, I would like to bring up a concern I have about Attilia Kempurin's lease with the Abbey. Is this relevant to the murder of the Baron? No. No, but as you represent the Prince Bishop and the Abbot rules these lands, I was hoping you might listen. Please be brief, Master Mailer. I have many more people to question. The Abbot had Brother Guy write a letter to the widow about reclaiming her land. It's based on a false claim. False in what way? They claimed the lease was with the widow's late husband, Rainid Kemper. It was not. The lease began generations earlier with Otilia's great-grandfather. What substantive bearing does this have on the Abbot's claim? But I am a lawyer, at least in training. If the existing lease allows for the widow to partition her land to other renters, she could pay the fees on the land. Yes, if it does. Many peasants in the freeholds resort to such measures in hard times. Very well, Master Mailer. I shall make my own inquiry after I have completed my work here. Now then, let us return to the matter at hand. I feel bad about implicating Lucky because I know nothing about what could cause him to go for the murder. And I don't want to throw her under the bus, and I don't want to throw her under the bus, so I will keep my mouth shut. And if Piro dies, I'm going to be very, very sad. But so be it. I can think of no one else who could have caused to harm the Baron, Your Reverence. See, old lady, she's already on her way out, right? And she already hates being around. She doesn't want to live without her husband. But, like, she is least physically capable. Matilda, physically capable. Also, rape victim, though. Don't want to fucking throw her under the block for killing a rapist. So, no, I can think of no one else who could have caused to harm the Baron, Your Reverence. Very well. Are you aware of anything else that might shed some light on this case? Has Brother Florian told you about the note he found in the Baron's clothing? Yes. Brother Florian explained how he came to find it and told me its contents. Master Edeljäger has entered his testimony in our register. I don't understand the implications. Who is the innocent? It's not clear to me either, Your Reverence. Do you believe the murderer wrote it? Whoever wrote it was a talented scribe. I understand Curacao has two, the elderly brother Adok and the younger brother Guy. To be frank, Your Reverence, neither man has the skill to write it in this way. There's something else about it, too. The style is just different. It's unlike Adok and Guy's writing. Unlike mine. Yes, well, whatever the particulars, it seems it will remain a mystery that stands apart from the commission of this murder. Unfortunately, there's more to tell. I found more notes. Notes written in the same hand, on the same type of parchment, to those who had a motive to kill the Baron. That is deeply troubling, but again, beyond the bounds of my investigation. In any case, I thank you for bringing it to my attention. Of course, Your Reverence. Until next time. Until then. Well, here we go. Andreas, I didn't think you were coming to this. I didn't think I was either. I suppose I wanted to see how this ends after all. It was the prior of the Abbey, if you can believe it. Do you ever walk with him in the Abbey, Andreas? Did you ever walk with him in the Abbey, Andreas? I did get Theric executed! Holy shit! Wow! That was enough evidence to get him fucking killed? Oh shit! I still don't feel great, cause like, I didn't gather enough evidence and I never found out what was in that grave. He probably had some alibi or reasoning to do what he did. But, hey! Piro didn't die, so that's cool. You missed the trial, Andreas. That Archdeacon read all of the charges and found him guilty. worked with him almost every day, Clara. I didn't know he had murder in him. Oh, they want you to think they're so pious, but all they're here to do is slowly drain the life out of this town. Calm down, Peter. Oh, here comes the prosecution. Or the procession. Did I miss anything? No, you're fine. Andreas. Otto. Wow, okay. I mean, that was the best outcome. And I didn't bring up the other people's names. I didn't do this. God knows. God knows even if it doesn't... Oh, boy. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. Oh, boy. We're really about to witness this. Oh, silence! Silence! I order the executioner to carry out his duty. I warrant him peace and safe conduct, whatever may befall him. Jesus Christ. This is my doing. I have to see it through. God, my God! Hold still. No, no. Oh, yeah, that's how things were done. You have executed as judgment and law have required. For that I thank God and my master, who has taught me such art. Oh boy. I know this was your doing, Andreas. If you want someone to blame, blame yourself. You turned a blind eye to his activities for years. How dare you? Do you understand the pressure I'm under to keep this abbey together? You are no longer welcome at Curacao, Andreas Mailer. I will send your final payment to the Gärtners. May you have a long and successful career in Nuremberg, and may you never travel this way again. Andreas, has the time come for you to leave us? I'm afraid so, Brother Piero. This farewell will have to be brief. Father Garneau made it clear I was no longer welcome in Curacao. I pray that time will soften Father Abbott's heart. I hope he eventually realizes you were only trying to help me. This is a sad parting, but inevitable. I had hoped you would stay a bit longer. But the world needs you more than Curacao does. You have grown beyond this old abbey and become a master in your own right. I will miss you, my son. It will keep you out of trouble when I'm gone. I pray that it is the last trouble I will see in my old age, and I have God and you to thank for getting me out of it. Come, your masterpiece is complete. May I see it one last time before you go. Please, I value your assessment. The opinion of one old monk matters little. All the same, I am excited to see it finished at last. Ooh, let's take a look! It's a masterpiece, truly worthy of the word. Oh, and it's of the folks. The townsfolks. And it appears you took my advice to heart. What advice was that? To put yourself into the work. Not just to interpret another artist's work, but to transform it into something true. This shows the world as it is. As you have seen, even if it is not what we may want to see. Though it is not my place to say, I am proud of you, Andreas. Aww. Thank you, Pops. Appreciate it. What's this? A scrap of parchment. Ooh! So whoever wrote the notes, we don't know if who wrote the notes is behind the murder, but whoever they are, it wasn't Ferenc. I guess is the bottom line. Do not return here. A warning. Whose hand is this? It doesn't look like Brother Adok's or Brother Guy's. Brother Florian and I found a similar note in the Baron's clothing. And I found more notes delivered to others while I was investigating. They must have been written by someone who knew the darkest secrets of the town and this abbey. They tugged at those secrets to kill the Baron, like someone pulling at the threads that had been buried in the past. Oh, like they were telling everyone, hey, fucking get his ass? A frightening thought, but who would do such a thing? God knows. He does, and I hope his love can still the wickedness in the heart of whoever wrote this. Do not trouble yourself overly about it. Your future lies outside of these walls. I hope that you will still have time to visit me once or twice in your travels, before the Lord takes me. I'm sure we'll see each other again, assuming Father Gounod doesn't forbid it. We must have faith that better days lie ahead for all of us. God bless you, Andreas Mailer. God bless you, Brother Piero. Alright. Goodbye. Oh? Who is this? Aww. Are you alright, Master Andreas? What? Are you alright, Master Andreas? Yes, thank you. I was just remembering him. Trying to, anyway. It doesn't come easily anymore. Oh, would you like me to leave you alone? No, Casper. It's not necessary. There's nothing to be done about it now. It's too late. Like so many things. Andreas Mailer. I never expected to see your face here again. Have you been in Nuremberg for the past 7 years? No, Nuremberg for a few years, but I received some lucrative commissions abroad. Ooh, we can add to it! Okay. Spanish and bits of Arabic. Reference cultural touchstones from Barcelona and Valencia. French, and can reference cultural touchstones from Paris, Tours, and Dijon. English, and can refer to cultural touchstones from London and other parts of Britain. Polish, bits of Czech and Hungarian. You know, I gotta rep my heritage. Let's learn some Polish. I was in Krakow, the court of King Sigismund. He has a great passion for humanism, as well as new Italian and German art. Did you have occasion to paint the king's physician, Jacob Isaac? Not to paint, but I did meet him. I was surprised to learn King Sigismund had ennobled him. An interesting man. You don't meet many Jews in nobility, in Poland or elsewhere. Oy vey. Oy vey. Poland is one of the few places Jews may live in peace. Provided the king doesn't have a change of heart. I'm surprised you care at all. In spite of your extensive travels and success, you are still not welcome at Curacao. The abbot hasn't forgotten what happened. 7 years isn't all that long. I simply wanted to pay my respects to an old friend. Surely you can understand that. I understand why Father Abbot expelled you from the abbey. What were you expecting? A hero's welcome? Fine. Tell Father Gernot I'll be staying at the land house in town for a night or two before moving on. Golden Hand? I'll tell him, but I can't imagine he'll care. Why is he so rude? God bless you. Now be off. Revolution? Oh boy! Oh, the pre-med. That monk seemed unhappy to see you, Master Andreas. Why is the abbot so angry with you? Toward the end of my stay in Tasing, there was a murder at Curacao Abbey. A nobleman. Father Gernot panicked and accused my friend Brother Piero of committing the crime. I helped convince the investigating archdeacon that another monk was responsible, Prior Ferenc. He was executed for the crime. You got someone killed? It was that or let an innocent man die. That's not much of a choice. Still, I would have been scared. Why didn't you mention it before? Well, I suppose it must have been a hard situation if the abbot is still this mad at you. I had to make some difficult choices. Maybe they were the wrong ones. I've had to live with that. Why did we come here if you're not welcome? I wanted to pay my respects to Brother Piero. And, to be honest, I'm not looking forward to returning to Nuremberg. The commission, it's an obscene vanity piece under the pretext of a religious scene. My patrons just want to celebrate themselves and their wealth. I dread each new commission more than the last. Every step I take towards home is agonizing. But, Master, you're famous and rich. Your work is wonderful. When I saw your altarpiece in Nuremberg, I begged my father to help me become your apprentice. I don't understand how you could accomplish all that you have and be unhappy. What I've accomplished is my work, yes. Now that I've left hollow, nothing left. I know. It must be hard to believe. I was once very much like you. Once, I wanted this life so much that it consumed my every waking thought. I don't know if I've changed or if what I wanted was never really real. Maybe I've been a fool this whole time. Jesus Christ, why? You could just be a real fucking downer, huh? I want a life as an artist to be better for you, Casper. Learn from my mistakes, alright? Alright. Yes, Master Andreas. I shouldn't be burdening you with such dark thoughts, Casper. Come. Let's visit my old friend Klaus. It's been too long. As you like, Master Andreas. Visit Klaus. Which one's Klaus? Let's see. Might wrap early tonight. Because this seems like a pretty good chopping off point. No. Go to the next tab. Wow. Come on, tab over. No, not that way. Actually, yes, that way. We know. What do you mean? We know people here. We're at the Golden Hand, and we're going down to meet Klaus. Who's? I don't remember Klaus. Klaus's name, anyway. It doesn't ring a bell. Well, we'll finish out the day here. Hello, Andreas. How are you enjoying your stay? It's been wonderful, Hannah. Thank you. Oh, good. You're in the best room. You're in the best room we have. I'm glad it's to your liking. Is there anything else? No, thank you. Until later. Until then. Let's see if I remember any of the kids. Killian. Good day, Master Mailer. Nico. Oh no, these are new people, I think. Ah, Master Mailer, is it? Hello and welcome to the Golden Hand. I am Nico Berger. I own this land house and run it with my wife, Hannah, and our son, Killian. I believe my boy helped you to your room. Is it to your liking? It's lovely, thank you. I am glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. When you arrived in town, one of the locals said you lived here a few years back. Yes, I worked here for the Abbey as an artist. Ah, I see. I heard that you were involved in solving a murder. Yes, but out of necessity. The wrong man was being accused of the crime. A friend of mine. Oh shit. Whoops. You asked me to solve a murder? No, never mind. Well, I'll leave you to your day. Until later. Until then. Until then. Oh, hello. Samuel. Hello, Andreas. Or, wait. Hello, Andreas. I don't know. I don't have a voice for him. This is a nice little opening out into the world. Nice little inn. Alright, to the meadow, I guess. Oh, it's like a backyard. Well, they have this cooking, maybe? Because it grows easily here. Hello, friends. Just do it. You know it's the right thing. I don't understand why this is so hard for you. Otto, I'm scared. It's dangerous to cross the Abbot. Would you prefer the alternative? You don't need to do that, Otto. I understand. I'm just saying... Andreas Mailer. It's good to see you again, old friend. Otto, you're looking well. This is my apprentice, Caspar Ziegler, from Salzburg. Good day. Ah, that answers that. I thought he might be your son. We don't grow them that fast, even in Nuremberg. They grow fast enough around here. Ava and I just had our first child. Woo! Yay! Good for them! Ava and I just had our first, little Otto. And we call him Otz. Congratulations to you both. That's wonderful news. Thank you. It's been a trial with Dad gone, but Clara and Ursula help out when they can. I'm sorry to hear about your father. That's life. At least he's with the Lord now, free of his aches and pains. I know Ava wrote to you about my father's death, Andreas. Why didn't you write back? I'm sorry. Things got busy after I left Tasing. Sorry to interrupt, but I should be heading back. We know him. That's fucking the guy that we also tried to implicate. What's his name? Marcus, maybe? Otto, aren't you going to introduce me to your friend? This is Martin, of course. Martin Bauer. Can't you tell? Oh, it's fine. Otto, it's been 7 years and I was so much smaller then. Also, no beard. Oh, yes, of course. Hello, Martin. Hello. Sorry to run, but I have to get these sheep back to the farm. Hey, at least he's taking care of his fucking job now. As much as I love whiling away the hours in the meadow, I have a lot to attend to. Otto, I'll see you at the meeting later. Andreas, until later. Last time I saw Martin was in the meadow. He was sneezing. He seemed to hate being here. But now he loves it. Strange. Strange, or are you just confused? Am I confused? Are you? Fucking great. Good to see you, Martin. Pain in my ass. I can't believe how much Martin's changed. True. He's like the prodigal son. Took over his father's farm after Franz died. He's been a much better husband to Brigitte and provider for Kat. Franz died. How's little Wolf doing? Franz's heart gave out. Local legend says he was screaming at Kat and he's dropped dead. Not that I want anyone to suffer, but few were sad to see that man go. And little Wolf, he died a few months after you let— Whoa! Oh no! I think Martin still feels guilty about it. Is something happening in town? You've picked an interesting time to visit. Come by the town commons in a little while. I think you'll be interested to hear what I have to say. Actually, I was just on my way to see Klaus. Tell him to come too. He's been dragging his feet. Until later. Interesting. How's it going? There we go. People tab. Unless it's just gonna repopulate with the people I just saw. Oh, a little bean! A little bean in a bag! Alright. We should go down. I mean, we can go check out the mill if we want. We can see if Mr. Artist is still there. No, we can't. Never mind. Church and the Druckers. How about the art? Is the art at the ruin still? More art, maybe? Ooh, yeah! He's gotten better. There's more art here. I think the dog and the man with the pheasant on the horse is new. And the butterflies. Very nice, very nice. Andreas, I heard you were back in Tasing. God bless you. God bless you, Father Thomas. It's good to see you again. Hopefully this visit will be less eventful than your last. Tasing has enough going on as it is. We have our bonfire for St. Jean's Eve tomorrow night. People get up to all sorts of mischief. And then it's my job to hear the confessions in the days that follow. Not to mention the grumbling the peasants are making. That's just talk, brother. No need to scare our guests with such things. I'm sure if there's trouble, Master Mailer would be the first to stick his nose in it. always such an asshole. You have no appreciation for how privileged your life is. It's easy enough for you to come and go. You don't have to live with the consequences. After Ferenc was executed, Father Abbot made Matthew the new prior. Ferenc may have been annoying, but Matthew is even worse. Thanks for that. Listen, Matthew's a gay king, okay? You can't, that's homophobic. You can't fucking shit on him like that. It would have been better for everyone if you simply allowed Brother Piero to die. After all, he had only had a few years left anyway. Stare menacingly. Oh, let's give him a stare. Nothing to say for yourself. Friends, there's no need for such ire. Forgive me, Father Thomas, I've let my passions get the better of me. Besides, that's not even why I came down here. I actually came to speak to you on the Abbot's behalf, Andreas. Father Gano would like to invite you to come to the library tomorrow morning, if you're interested in purchasing some of our books. The Abbot just had me run off and now he wants me back. I can't know the mind of the Father Abbot, I just do what he asks. The library is not quite ready yet, as it does not see much use. If you could come by tomorrow morning, Mother Illuminata can show you what's available. Mother Illuminata? Yes, since Mother Cecilia passed a few years ago. Well, I suppose that Mother Illuminata knows the library better than anyone. I'll come by to take a look. Very well, I'll let him know. Dude, we keep making plans with everybody. I guess this is the only actual plan we made so far. The speech thing is later today. And Andreas, I apologize for my harsh words before. It was rash. Brother Piero was a pious man and a skilled artist. We do miss him. Jesus Christ. They really do just give you the skill tree options to just be a fucking terrible person. I appreciate you saying that. I miss him too. Excellent. I'm so glad you two were able to work things out. Okay, Father Thomas, do you have a moment to speak inside the church? Yes, I think so. Why? Private matter. Oh, of course, of course. Until tomorrow. God bless you, Andreas. Okay, bye! Abbot's invitation. The Drucker house. What's going on at the Druckers? Klaus! Oh, that's who we're gonna talk to. I don't know if I remember Klaus Drucker. I don't know if I ever, like, even talked to the Druckers in my time here before. Bah! Oh! Was this the... I mean, this was the type print guy, but is this his son, or... No. No. The type print people had the kid had the black hair. The mom had black hair. Maybe this is still the dad? Andreas? I'm sorry, Klaus. I know it's been a long time. 7 years. 7 years and nothing from my friend Andreas. First Birch, then Marie just after Magdalene was born. My wife always thought highly of you. I can't believe you didn't write back after I told you they had passed. What? I don't have control over this part! This is tragic! Why did they write back? I didn't know what to say. Something. Anything. I'm sorry your son died, Klaus. I'm sorry your wife died, Klaus. How are you? Was the great speaker really at a loss for words? I'm fucking dying here for a guy I don't even think I spoke to that often. Oh, God. Too late for that now, though. Boop-beep-boop-ba. Hello. She likes you. Epic hops. Your business seems to have grown. What are you printing? The 12 articles. They were originally written by Swabian peasants who were demanding changes from their lords. Ooh. Freedom from serfdom, freedom to hunt and use the woods as God intended, freedom from compulsory labor. Abolition of the inheritance tax, fair appraisal of rent, the return of property to common use and ownership. Bavaria is in Swabia, but their complaints are just as valid for the peasants of Tasing. Oh, come on, Andreas, don't be such a fucking dickhead. This must be what Otto is talking about later. He wanted me to bring you along. Yes, he asked. I may come, I may not. The abbot has been squeezing the peasants for years. Now he's squeezing the townsfolk, and we're pushing back. The cause is righteous, Andreas. If you haven't seen the Gürtners lately, you should visit them. And Otto had you print these. Yes, why? Well, I didn't think he could read. He can't, but just about everyone else in this town can. He speaks, I print. Just trying to do my part, I suppose. I'm sorry. I'm not in the mood for this late reunion. Come back for dinner tomorrow. You should go. To the Commons, hear what Otto has to say. It's worth hearing. Of course. I will see you then. Be good while we're gone, Magdalene. Will you be good? Alright. The afternoon. No lunch. Cold reunion. Cold reunion indeed. The Bowers. What if I negotiated the... This old lady's still alive? That's insane if she's still kicking. I mean, I guess I gave her a bunch more years then. Johann Bauer. Oh, I should talk to the daughter more. Yeah, well, this is all locked. Go to the Gürtners. Alright. Whoa! Okay. I guess this is just the thing we're doing now. So many people. Listen, everyone. We all know why we're here. Nothing I'm going to say will be a surprise. Nothing I'm going to say hasn't already been spoken behind closed doors, whispered to your neighbors. Nothing I'm going to say is untruthful, so it's time we started saying it openly. Year after year, the Abbey has found new ways to tax the peasants. Piece by piece, the Abbey has taken away our rights to use God's forest to support our families. Law after law gets heaped upon us. Restrictions on how we can pay rent. Limits on where we can move, who we can wed. And now the death tax, which once claimed only our best animal and garment, takes half our estate. No consideration for widows, no consideration for children. Oh boy. Is the old lady here? Also, that chick in the bottom left is not modeled the same as everyone else. Oh, I see Eva with the kid. And Ursula! And the artist, and yeah, okay, I've seen some of these kids. There's, where's the sister of the beekeepers? Where's she at? Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, Reggie. What about the town council, the rat house? Surely that is a sign that the abbot wishes to share his power, to listen to our grievances. You have a good heart, Ulrich. You always want to see the best in people. But no. The council is a way for the abbot to divide us, to pit a favored few against the many. This is not charity, no. Only greed and desperation drive Father Gernot. You'd think that if the abbot could, he'd steal a dead man's soul from heaven itself. And when he protested, what did Father Gernot do? He locked the shrine of St. Moritz. He won't allow the people of this town, the farmers of this land, to pray before the relic. Now, when we most need the intercession of our saint, the abbot has shut us out. Father Gernot's actions aren't just. They aren't Christian. We've endured this abuse for far too long. It is time we let the abbot know we won't take it anymore. Too right. Hear, hear. Yes. This has to stop. Let's fix this. Stop. This is foolish. Soldiers are already patrolling the nearby towns. If you push against the abbey, you'll incur the Duke's wrath. You could get the town razed and everyone killed. Uh-oh. That is right. The Duke is a powerful force in Bavaria. You're playing a dangerous game, Otto. You lot are no match for trained soldiers. If you don't relent, you'll be ground to dust like the Swabian peasants. We can always grind you up instead, Linhart. I'd be right, the already soldiers about. I don't know about this. I have to look out for. Let's stand for his right. God is on our side. Don't be shy. Speak up if you have cause. We won't be overrun. The peasants of Salzburg were able to take the city and their cause heard. The people can get the Archbishop of Salzburg to listen to them, then we could do the same with the abbot. Master Andreas, do you think my family in Salzburg is alright? Uh-oh! Looks like we might just have to be a dad. They put up a good fight, Casper. Maybe your brother will have a good war story to tell him when you next visit. Oh no, my brother can't fight. He keeps the books. Uh-oh. Enough is enough. We can't stand by while the abbot continues treating us poorly. People all over Swabia are taking back their God-given rights. Why shouldn't we do the same? A righteous cause. Martin's right. We deserve better. We could do this. Well spoken, Martin. Everyone ought to consider what he said. Martin has proved dependable these last few years. But if the words of men can't persuade you, perhaps a sign from a greater power will. The abbot may have locked us out of our saint shrine, but God has shown me that he is with us. Otto? Otto, you're being a little sus here. I think that's all I should say for now. Thank you all for coming. Good day, Andreas. Oh, Clara, it's been too long. It's lovely to see you again. Hello, Andreas. Surprised to see you after your long absence from tasting. At this rate, we thought you'd never see you again. See, they keep offering me the option to talk about how I'm going back to Nuremberg, but I think that's gonna say, like, I want to go back, but I don't want to go back. Ugh. I was gone too long. I'm sorry for not sending word of my arrival. You certainly did pick an odd time to visit. We're in the middle of a strange season. Ah, you found the Gürtners. Your speech was very rousing, Otto. I swear. They get better each time. Are you looking for trouble, Otto? Of course not. But I understand what might happen if the abbot doesn't listen to reason. Even so, the people here can't go on like this. Something has to change. Otto, did you really see a sign from God? Is that true? Understood. Yeah, I understand why people might hate the abbot. It is, Andreas, I swear. Come talk to me later. I'll tell you what I can, alright? Anyway, Andreas, you and yours should come by this house for supper. We'd be delighted to have you. Sound good to you, Casper? Yes, Master Andreas. I'm starving. Our table's a little sparse lately, but we'll be sure to feed you well. Thank you. We'll see you there. Well, here comes dinner time. We have multiple places we could go to dinner at. Farm when I'm ready. Can we eat with anybody else, or is it just them? I mean, I'm gonna go back just in case I can have dinner with that man who I apparently just left in the breeze. Does Mr. Drucker want to have dinner with me? No. Okay, no, this is just a set path. Thank God. That's, don't have to deal with that fucking awkwardness. Let's talk to Johann while we're here. Andreas Mailer! I didn't expect to ever see you back in Tasing. You look like you've done well for yourself. Thanks. And how have you been? Not good. I was never able to get hold of old Radig's land. Might have been able to take over my brother's plot, but I'm sure you heard Martin was found his way back. I don't know. Even if I had 2 extra plots, the abbot would find some way to make me regret it. We're taxed so hard we can't keep up, Andreas. It sounds like the abbot's, sounds like a lot of people are upset with the abbot these days. They have good reason to be. I know you didn't get on well with the man either. Father Mateus never let things get this bad. Anyway, good to see you, Andreas, even if you are just passing through. Until later. Hey, Andreas. Heard rumor you were back. Hello, Hans. Meet Casper, my apprentice. Hello. Hello. You from Nuremberg like Andreas? I'm from Salzburg. Is that very far from here? Not too far, I think. A few days to the east on horseback. Never been outside of Tasing. Or ridden a horse. You should get out of this place while you can. You should get out of this place while you're young, Hans. It's a shithole. Do you know another Alpine town, Two Saints? Seems fine to me, all things considered. It's because you've never been anyplace else. Though, truly, everywhere's a shithole. Even Nuremberg. Especially Nuremberg. I don't mind Salzburg. I'm glad I live in Tasing, then. At least it's my shithole. Till later, Hans. Till then. Where is the sister? Please tell me she just got married off and there's nothing else of issue going on here. Brigitte. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Brigitte. I'm surprised you knew I was back. Martin mentioned you were back in town. He seems like he's doing alright for himself. I don't want to shit on him too bad. Ah, yeah. Looks like he turned up after all. You look like you're doing well for yourselves? Yes, the winter without him was excruciating. The lost little wolf, and Cat was worried that she'd lose the farm after Franz died. And then Martin returned, and he's provided well for us ever since. Despite the tightening restriction, we've gotten by. I'm thankful. That's wonderful to hear. I'm happy for you. Thank you, Andreas. Been good to see you again, but I should be going. Until later. Until then. Let me in! Let me in! She's still kicking? I need to talk to her. Oh my god, she is! Wow! How did she turn blind? I didn't even recognize her at the town meeting. Andreas. Okay, I guess that's all we're getting. Andreas Mailer, good to see you again after all these years. I'm surprised you'd say that. Your parting words to me back then were hardly kind. Were they? It's been so long. I don't remember. You told me to eat shit. Oh, God, that's bad. I was such a little shit. Well, sorry for being such an asshole back then. It's nothing to feel bad about. It was a long time ago. What happened to you, anyway? Oh, right. You know, I stole some of the Baron's things. I didn't make it far with them. I tried to sell them in Walgau, and I got robbed. Serves me right, I guess. Luckily, they didn't find the coins I was carrying. The money carried me around Bavaria for another month and a half. They started stealing. Then I started stealing. I grew bigger and more confident over time and became a highwayman. You're lucky you didn't get killed. And that's what made me quit in the end. I had a partner for the last year of my adventures. We tried to rob some Italians. We thought they were merchants traveling under the banner of St. George. But they were soldiers guarding money from the Bank of St. George in Genoa. Exactly. I learned that later. My partner didn't survive the encounter. I was wounded and alone in the wilderness. I thought of my father, my mother, Brigitte. I realized I couldn't remember Wolf's face anymore. I had to come back and take up the responsibilities I'd left behind. Was coming back difficult? It was. Felt like I had stepped out of another life into this one. It took me a while to get used to everything, to remember how things used to be. It's all in the past now. Just need to look forward. That was quite a speech you gave back at the Commons. You need support. Townsfolk aren't as committed as to opposing the abbot. They have less to gain and more to lose if the abbot chooses to get the Duke involved. Anyway, I have to get back to work. Good talking to you, Andreas. Alright, until later. Andreas Mailer. Hello, Cat. Hello, Cat. Well, would you look at that? You are back in Tasing. And look at you. You've done well for yourself. And who is this? Cat, please meet Casper, my apprentice. Hello. He's got the posture of an artist, that's for sure. Good strong face, though. I do? What brings you back to Tasing, Andreas? Just passing through on the way back to Nuremberg. I saw Martin earlier. I must say I was surprised to see him. That's right. He disappeared when you were last in town. Friends passed a few winters ago. Then Wolf, Brigitte, and I nearly lost the farm. And our minds. But Martin returned shortly after, and he's proved to be a changed man. A good man. He saved us from destruction. Ah, of course, the Abbey would have seized your land. Johann wished to buy it, to preserve it for Brigitte and I, but with taxes being what they are... Well, we are lucky, Martin returned. I do not wish the fate of Attila Kempurin on any woman. Least of all myself. Times may be hard in Tasing right now, but God truly does answer our prayers. I'm glad you and your family are well, Cat, despite everything. Thank you, Andreas. It truly is good to see you again, even in the midst of such terrible times. Until later, Cat. Until then. Dude, where is the sister of the beekeepers? I'm getting scared. I'm getting real fucking skeeved out. Hey, Elsa, what's up? Bless you, Master Mailer. The artist, Paul! Hello, Master Mailer. Hello, Paul. Meet Castor, my assistant. Oh, hello. Do you work with Master Mailer? Have you done real art? I guess. I've been doing sketches of Tasing while we're here. All art created from the artist's heart is real, Paul. You don't need fancy paints or canvases to be an artist. You think so? Sure. How's your art going? Shh. Not where Dad can hear. Oh, right. How's the art going? I've been practicing a lot more. Boss even showed me a big book full of prints. He said they used a technique called woodcutting. Have you ever done woodcutting, Master Mailer? I did some in Krakow. The woodcuts take ages to create, but they can reused by Klaus's, but can be reused like Klaus's printing press. That's amazing. I wish that Dad could change his mind about art. Maybe one day, Paul. You never know. I hope so. Should get back to helping my dad. See you later, Master Mailer. See you, Casper. Until then. Give Staub a little pet. I'm surprised he's still kicking. 7 years in medieval times for a dog? Like, they didn't have, you know, flea treatment or anything. Shit was fucked back then. Oh, I didn't realize he was literally right here. Andreas, welcome back to Tasing. Hello, Lanehart. How's the mill? Sturdy as ever, just like me. You look well? Not stuck with the Gertners this time, eh? The Gardners are lovely people, Lanehart. I didn't want to burden them, as I'll only be here a few days. Whatever you say. You have such a curious fascination with the peasants. Probably because you don't have to deal with them as often as the rest of us. Anyway, you should come by sometime. I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss. Good day, Andreas. Good day. No, shit! I didn't mean to remain silent. I fucking pressed down because I thought I was already out of the convo. Oh, well. Fuck that guy. He's a little piece of shit anyways. Kitty! Kitty, I've probably pet before, but I need to pet again, because I'm legally obligated to pet all animals. Yeah. No, I don't mean to keep clicking it. God damn it. Cold hand. Okay, over here. Alright. We're also gonna have to end soon because I'm getting a little worn out on my voice. But it's about that time anyways, so. The Zimmermans! Oh, Ava's moved in with Otto! Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, Andreas. Andreas? So, Otto, sign from God? Oh, right. I found something. Just a few days ago. This will sound crazy, but I found St. Moritz's head. What? His head? Are you crazy? Oh, I did the same thing I just did before. Well, believe it, because it's true. Alright, I can't say anything more until St. John's Day. Then everyone will know. Who else knows about this? Only those who need to know. And you, of course. Feel lucky? Absolutely. Good. Till later, Andreas. Alright, bye! God damn. Otto's about to get fucking schmurdered. Bobby schmurdered. Andreas, what's going on? Oh, Andreas, you're back in Tasing. Just for a few days. I wanted to pay my respects to Brother Piero. Oh, yes, Brother Piero. What a talent with color. I'm sorry, Andreas. He was a sweet old man. I talk to him sometimes on my breaks up at the Abbey. I'm surprised Prior Faring didn't give you an earful. Well, he did before the How do we not remember that we killed this guy? What was that statement? I'm sure you know it shook up things at the Abbey for a while. Brother Guy made it clear I wasn't welcome at Curacao when I arrived, so yes. For what it's worth, you're still welcome in Tasing. Anyway, Matthew's prior now. Still strict, but a bit quieter about it. So, maybe it's a change for the best. Who's to say? We don't have to live by the rule. Then again, we all have to live under Father Gernot's rule, which is probably worse. Oh, are you in with the peasants, Endris? Well, of course. Gernot has been running them into the ground. On top of that, we can't even use the forest anymore. And any of us used to be able to go fishing in there. Not anymore. I hope things don't get bloody. Bloody? No one wants that, Andreas. Well, we're not going to get anywhere by keeping quiet. You have a good advocate in Otto. He's a good man and he speaks the truth. The whole town knows it. Even Lanehart, though he won't admit it. Say, Andreas, how's the married life been treating you? After you left to return to Nuremberg, I assumed you married that girl of yours, Sabine? I did. Marriage is a legal requirement for becoming a recognized master craftsman. Ah, yes, of course. These obligations seldom reach a small town like ours. I imagine it would apply to me as well, if I got far enough. I hope the married life has treated you well. I still have not found anyone. I fear it's never... Oh my god. No, my god, come on! I'll find you a thoughty, come on! Really? Not a single person has caught your eye? Well, when I was in Innsbruck a few years ago, I saw a real pretty girl at the market, selling painted pots. I think about her sometimes. Maybe more than it is Christian. Hold on. You need to go back to Innsbruck and find that pretty girl. What? What? Really? Life is too short to spend dreaming about the loves you could have had. Trust me. You seem to feel strongly about this, Andreas. But it sounds foolish. Juvenile, you might say. I may not have found true love, but that doesn't mean that you can't. Are you not happy with your life, Andreas? I'm not, but this isn't about me. It's about you. Well, if I ever have the chance to get back to Innsbruck, maybe I will. Yay! Another achievement! Convince him to find his sweetheart. There's something to look forward to, after all. I thank you, Andreas. You're a man of inspiration. A pleasure. Until later, Andreas. Until then. What's going on at the Albin? Anything? Hello? Friends? Oh, look at the little baby! Little baby Anna. Oh. Hello, Grit. God bless you, Andreas. I'm thankful you returned to Tasting after so long. We prayed so fondly for you after you left. I hope your prayers have offset the abbot's. He's not as fond of me as the rest of Tasting. Andreas, I'm sure the abbot prays for your wellness, even if you left on poor terms. Now God has allowed you to return. Perhaps he is providing an opportunity for the two of you to reconcile. Perhaps he is. Then I will pray that you two come to a swift resolution. I fear Tasting needs one more than I do right now. Ah, that's right. You were at Otto's speech earlier. Yes, Tasting peasants are struggling, and now even the townsfolk are pinched by the abbot's new restrictions. I worry about my husband. He's getting too involved with the whole business. You disagree with Ulrich? Yes, I do. I love my husband, but sometimes I worry that he focuses too intently on the details. He does not see that he may be both prudent and Christian. I pray that I am not acting selfishly, but the abbot's taxes have affected us too. What about Anna's future? Ulrich has been offering credit to Peter for years, which I have accepted, but now we can only bake so much bread a week before we go hungry ourselves. Can you talk to him, Andreas? Of course, Grit, but I can't promise I'll change his mind. God bless you, Andreas. That is all I ask. Hello, Anna. Hello, Master Andreas. Alright, is in the area. Can I throw some words at him? How about Lucky? What's going on, Lucky? Andreas, back in Tasting, I see. came to visit the grave of Brother Piero and pay my respects. New friend. Didn't mind him. Was a proper Christian. He was a kind man. God rest his soul. Hope he gives us some peace too. Troubled times. I assume you're referring to Otto's speech? Won't end well. Life's been getting harder for everyone, but if this shit goes on, there'll be a backlash. A bloody one. Don't like the abbot coming for my fishing rights, but I'll make do. Who are their lives? The abbots? These both seem like weird questions to ask, or statements. I'm not sure if their lives are comparable to ours. I work for my wages like any man, Andreas. We work, we don't complain. It's not Christian. I suppose. How is your family doing during these troubled times? We're fine. Agnes is fine. Brigitte and Martin are fine. Martin's become far more responsible a man after his return. I just wish... Never mind. Boom. Vine boom. I wish Wolf hadn't died. I mourn the boy. All these years later. I hope he'd take up my mantle. I wanted to pass on my knowledge and trade. I'm sorry, Lucky. I really am. Yeah. Perhaps Brigitte will have another. While I live. She seems happy enough with Martin. I love to hear a patter of small feet again. A boy to hold a chisel and a mallet. A little stonemason, making his grandfather proud. I hope your wish comes true. God willing. Enough haggling now. Got things to do. Until later, Andreas. Until then. That is, that's fucking tragic. Boy, howdy! Oh, Andreas, how good it is to see you again. And who's this? Hello, Agnes. This is my assistant, Casper. Hello. What a hale-looking boy. And you, Andreas, you look well. Why are you back in Tasing? I came to pay respects to Brother Piero's grave. Oh, of course. I'm sure the brothers appreciated that. The last few years have been difficult for everyone. We've lost so many. Yes, I heard Bert and Marie had passed. Tragic. Yes, poor Klaus. I hope you've stopped in to talk to him. He sent you letters. Yes. Anyway, I won't burden you with all of Tasing's troubles. It's been good to see you again, Andreas. Until later. Until then. Until then. Let's back this way. Woo! Frat house construction is going smoothly. I want it to finish before winter. Stolz. Really didn't talk to Werner much. So I guess I will continue not talking to him much. I don't know who this is, but hello. Salutations! You must be that wonderful artist, no? Master Andreas Mahler, yes. Wonderful, wonderful. Balstar Isenkopf, at your service. But call me Baltus, please. It's much more familiar. A pleasure, Baltus. Have you been in Tasing long? Oh, just a few seasons. My cart broke down, and I found this place so charming, I decided to stay. I enjoy the quiet, but I must say I do miss the company of other intellectuals. Usually that good Dr. Stolz and I whittled the hours away in the evenings. So, naturally, when I heard a well-known artist had returned, I was beside myself. I'm always pleased to meet a like-minded individual. What do you do? I'm an inventor of sorts. Really? What do you make? All sorts of things, young man. Mechanical clocks of all sizes. Metal mice that skitter about, even light without flame. Light without flame in the 1500s? Huh? Were people figuring out electricity in the 1500s? Damn, okay. Maybe it's some alt history shit. Truly impressive, Baltus. Thank you, Andreas. I knew a fellow artist such as yourself would appreciate my work. Ah, well, I'd best better get back to it. You know how it is for us few, called to a higher art. Good luck, Baltus. Good luck, Baltus. Until later. Okay. So this is a new house. New residency. Neat. Alrighty. Is there anybody I missed in town? Talked to the blacksmith, went to Ballstar, Werner, White House, Midwife. Went to the Druckers, they won't have me for dinner, so... Went to the Zimmermans, went to the lady, went to the mill, went to the meadow, went to the... Didn't go to the forest. We went to the farms east, and farms south is where we're having dinner. So I will go to the forest and just check in. See what's up. And then we are done. Because I am done. I think we go up this way and then the woods from there. Oh, we can walk in here. Kid, why are you following me so much? A painting of the Virgin Mary. What is this? What does a labyrinth symbolize, though? Curious. Very curious. Alright. I wonder if the girl that saw visions has died. Into the forest. Smokies! You've gotten a lot older. And the Romani is no longer here. Sad. Oh, Master Mailer. You're looking well. Thank you, Smokey. How are you? I'm well enough, I guess. Václav went his way a few years ago, which I suppose was bound to happen. I miss the company sometimes, but now there's no one to keep me from my gossip. No one to tell it to, either. I'm always partial to a few tidbits of information. Do tell, Smokey. Half of the year of tasting will be burning by the end, Master Mailer. And nearly all of them in the Abbey. Oh? I did see another Imperial Reichsbox courier ride from the Abbey a few days ago. Brother Guy dropped the bag once. It looked heavy. The Abbey must be doing better than that abbot is letting on. Does that happen often? Once or twice a month. Odd, with what the abbot has been saying about the Abbey struggling. Doesn't help that the abbot has tightened restrictions so close to St. John's Eve, too. The townsfolk get up into all sorts of mischief then. What sort of mischief? I'd wager Johann and Kat will find some corner to play in again. Johann and Kat. It's practically tradition at this point. Veronica and Brigitte might also go out for a midnight dip by the waterfall, too. Ah, kids are having fun. Good on them. They've been swimming out there for years. Veronica was the sister, right? So she's still around, hopefully. Now everyone's getting clever, trying to stay out from the Abbot's eye. Rightly so, he's an ass. I didn't see you in the town commons during Otto's speech. Aren't you standing with the peasants? Well, their cause doesn't really affect me, does it? I'm as worried as anyone about soldiers rushing through here, but the new taxes and restrictions don't bother me. I understand why they're upset, but I've been doing fine out here with less than they have. Nothing will change for me if they get their way. I see. Ah, well. Enough of that. Thanks for stopping by, Master Mailer. Until then, Smokey. Until then. Alright. Father knows new restrictions. The townspeople can't even gather sticks without a fee. Jesus Christ. The waterfall. Have we been able to go here before? I don't think we have. This seems new to me. So that snow melt in the mountains above the Abbey. The old salt. Oh, okay, I definitely haven't been down here before. The fuck is this? Town made money before the Imperial Road opened up. Interesting. 2 innocents. Oh. What happened there? Alright. I think I've hit up just about everyone. Let me just stop by the floor of the Abbey. Ooh, right. We have stopped by here before. Not much of note, though. Just the shrine. The meadow. Kitty. Pet, pet, pet. Legally obligated. Plants. The Lower Abbey. I think this may all just be locked to me. Let's find out. Is it locked? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. This is all locked to me. Understandable. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Alright, dinner time. Then we'll go to sleep, and then we'll call it a sesh. I gotta be honest, when I saw the new getup, I thought that somehow I had become a nobility. Like, he's wearing some fucking fancy getup, you know? Like, goddamn. Looking fine as hell in your drip. In your drippity drip drip. Still don't... Okay, awesome. Yeah, I need to make sure that I'm remembering Victoria, Veronica. Yeah, okay, Veronica's still kicking. Married to Big. Oh, she married Big York. So we're gonna see. Okay, then we're gonna resolve this instantly because she's gonna be with Big York. Let's have a nice bite to eat. Big York! Hello, Andreas. Ursula! Hello. Hello, Ursula. Do you remember me? No. Should I? No, you were very young when I was last in Tasing. I boarded in your parents' house. Oh, the artist, Andreas, right? No. I think you told me a story once. You drew me a flower, too. I still have it. Keep it tucked with my stocking so I won't lose it. Mom and Dad sometimes talk about you. They said you went away for more training. What was that like? Well, while I was in Krakow, I learned a new painting technique. No, not about the art, Andreas, about your travels. Alright, alright. The city's market square is almost bigger than Tasing, and always full of merchants from all over the continent. There are even plans to build a clock tower near the church in the square. Like the one Baltus says he wants to make? Maybe? It must be a huge city if the market is bigger than Tasing. I wish I could see it. Krakow is a long way from here. You should try going to Nuremberg first. Is that closer? Yes, much closer. Maybe I will one day then. Game, do not kill the child! I will be so upset! Andreas, can I ask you something? Of course. Do you know the stories about Perksa and the Wild Hunt? A little. I didn't learn about them until I lived here. Why? Are they bad? Bad how? Well, my grandpa tells me thing about Perksa and spirits and charms. And the old woman, Otilia, she talks about them too. And says all these words I don't understand. She told me they're part of the old ways or something. So, why do you think they're bad? Well, my dad says that I shouldn't listen to any of it. He said it's nonsense and that Father Thomas would be mad. He said he only tolerates it with old people because they're too stuck in their ways. I don't want to get in trouble, but Grandpa says if I don't learn the old ways, they'll just be forgotten. So, are they bad? Shit. I don't know if this is gonna get her killed or not. I can't lie to her though, they're not bad. No, they're not bad. You should learn what you can while you can. Really? Yes, it's important for you to carry the stories and knowledge of your ancestors. Occultist background, way buffed. Interesting, I got minus points for just telling a normal travel story. Oh, that makes sense. Thanks, Andreas. Until later. Like the dinner we're about to have. Veronica! What's blumpin'? Hello, Andreas. Good to see you back in town. Hello, Veronica. How have you been? Oh, you know. Pulled every which way. Mom's been a cow about when I'll give her grandchildren. As if I'm not doing enough work already. You shouldn't rush something as important as children. That's what I keep telling her. Maybe you should talk to her, Andreas. If it comes from someone as successful as you, maybe she'll pay attention. Anyway, I should get back to work. We're all preparing for the festival. I'll leave you to it. Until later, Veronica. See you, Andreas. Hello, Ill Peter. Hello, Ill Peter. Oh, it's you. The artist from a few years ago. Yes, Andreas Miller. Surprised you remember me. Everyone seems to think my mind is going, but it's still sharp as a nail. Andreas makes nails, you know. Good man. Right. Are you staying with my family again? No, I'm staying at the Golden Hand. Ha! Those misers charge us just as much as the pilgrims for a drink, but won't support my son in his cause. That new abbot must have gotten to them, the bastard. Why do you hate the abbot so much? Everything went to shit after Father Matthias died. That man, God rest his soul, never increased taxes. He might have asked for a teeth in harder winters, but we were happy to help the abbey then. We could take from the forest as we needed. Brother Florian used to help us in our illnesses. Let us follow in the ways of our forefathers. A true Christian, that old abbot. And then Father Gurnot promised he would keep everything between the abbey and us peasants the same, and we were foolish enough to believe him. At first, he refused to allow Florian to come down anymore. Taxes got higher. He stopped allowing us to pay in goods and livestock. Now he only takes coin, as though we could come by enough of that in a year to pay our rents alone. The bastard doesn't give a damn about us. Not how Father Matthias did. I didn't realize how bad the restrictions were for you. No, of course you don't. Not your kind with your fancy hats and your tassels and fur. You don't need to see the troubles of us common folk. Why should this new abbot, grander than us all? Or why should this new abbot... Right, that's a person. I should go. Alright. Peter! I have to sit down for supper. Care to join? I'll be back soon. Hold on. No. Hold on. I want to talk to the old lady and see if she'll say anything. Probably not, though. It's probably the end of it. I think we already did talk to her and she didn't want to say anything, so... We talk to everybody that we can. Yeah, alright. Listen, lady, all I'm saying is that Il Peter, he'd be down to clown if you are. Alright, you're both into the same old traditions. Be a match made in heaven, alright? I'm no expert, but that's just my 2 cents. Let's get some grub. Yes, please. Truly a blessing to have everyone back together again, if only briefly. Keep an eye on that boy of yours, Andreas. See that he minds how much he takes. Young boys eat too goddamn much. Peter, stop that. Andreas is our guest. Why don't you lead us in grace? Fine. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. We pray again for our beloved Christine, gone now these many years. Who's Christine? Christine. Please help me protect my family in these difficult times. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. 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 Master Andreas, why are we the only ones with bread? The Gürtners can't afford a lot of bread. They're being polite. Andreas, it's good to have you at our table again. And with another guest, is this young man your assistant? Casper, yes, he's my apprentice. Ah, that would explain why I saw him writing in that little journal. Remember, you did the same thing when you lived here. Ooh, fresh pottage. Do you still draw in your journal, Andreas? Oh, sometimes, when the mood strikes. Wouldn't that be nice, York, if we only had to work when the whim took us? And we toil all day, and that despicable abbot is starving us all while he sips on his sacramental fucking wine. Lay off him, Dad. He's only just got here. How have the faith been treating you these past few years? The Lord is testing us with another hard season, I'm afraid. That's one way to say it. Been miserable as shit all around. Maybe you should rest. Maybe you should be resting, Grandpa. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna do it sitting up at my own goddamn table. You said it, Il Peter. Let's go. You ain't getting brought to the home. The whole family's been ill, Andreas. Peter, his father, and Ursula, all with an egg, and me, well... Clara lost a child in childbed a year ago now. A tragedy. I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you, Andreas. It was some time ago, but, well, such things linger. It was monstrous. Monstrous. Keep the conversation going. You're already thinking about it. Just for a while. Just for a while. Seems the Lord rarely looks on tasting any longer. That's why it's time for us to take matters into our own hands. We're eating, not at the table. He's right. Do you think? You think? Please, can we not talk about this now? Jorg here was married while you were away, Andreas. Really? To whom? To me, Andreas. Why else do you think I'm here? Of course! You two make such a good match. Jorg has been good to me. There aren't many other options in tasting anyway. Been a couple of springs, but I'm still not used to being married. Congratulations, Jorg. I'm happy for you. Thanks, Andreas. It's been our one blessing in a dark season. With children soon to come, I hope. What? I don't get it. They're gonna fuck! And then she's dying again. Do you? Oh, forget it, Ursula. What have you been up to, Andreas? It seems so far from theirs now. Yeah, all of these options seem like a fucking dickhead. Can't think of anything! Nothing but miserable little problems. They'll think you're rude if you don't see something. Ugh, foreign patrons are fussy, and I've spent a fortune trying to keep my inks wet and canvases dry while traveling. Christ, Andreas, you're living like a king compared to us. What's it like to travel? You must have seen so much. Ursula, maybe you should excuse yourself and rest. You're sick. But Mom, I'm hungry. Aw, there you go, Casper. Here, Ursula. You can have some of mine. It's not fair that nobody else gets any bread besides Master Andreas and me. Stop! Ursula, give it back to him. I'm not going to have people in this town saying we can't feed our goddamn guests. Besides, we all have to work to get back to, don't we? Good. Time to get back to it, Andreas. We'll see you at your boy later. My apologies, Peter. We don't mean to overstay our welcome. It's alright, Andreas. He's just in a bad mood. It was lovely to see you again. Yes, and thank you for coming, Andreas. Will you be staying for St. John's Eve? I'm not sure yet. Alright, well, maybe we'll see you later. Until then. Alright, I'm gonna cut it off there. We'll find some sleep later. My voice is shot. So, we did actually manage to come out of that with the outcome we were expecting or hoping for, despite not getting the mystery fully resolved with Ferenc, which is definitely going to be biting at the back of Andreas's mind and my own for the foreseeable future. But, you know, that's just something we're gonna have to live with, because I don't think I could have lived with killing the old lady. So you live and let live. But yeah, that'll do it for us. And you know, let's just send you guys to Jerma /raid Jerma 985. Come on, there we go. Capital J Jerma. Let's send you right over there. Viewers ready to send. So that'll do it for Telling Tales Thursday. Until I see you again, hopefully tomorrow for Forge Friday, I will bid you all adieu. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe out there, and peace out.